Sana Adonai Sani Hudanal I Hagunara Sunai did Hogi Hodan Han Amen. Amen, amen. I say to you truly, I tell you I am. Larhatun Hugda. Larhatun Hugda. Larhatun Hugda. Meaning the goddess almighty names. I am goddess almighty names. In this end you called me Holy Spirit incarnations as my lives throughout since the very beginning when I was on earth or throughout the planets. Women, the super saiyan is real. This is what I did in the beginning. I was playing. The planet was scrambled one to the other, which Father, it's like becomes a farm in him. I say them to he, the Son of Man. Say the Son of Man, which means my plane, my art hulhara. I can say this. I can say things better in Tetragrammaton, But in your world, there is no translation that I can find it, which is I'm just taking the closures, which is still not the right thing, Why I become blasphemous woman because of your words that is blasphemous, When blasphemous is your language, that is blasphemous. That's what I'm speaking is blasphemous. English, it's blasphemous. And it is profane when you use my names. It is profane when you use my names. You call yourselves Messiah as enormous. It's there's another way of saying it, but that's all I can, Tetragrammaton translation, why I have to go through all this as incarnations of the word of life to transfer, you call it translate everything into all the world to be called one word. Meaning, to find the translations, I must put together all the pieces. I must put together all the pieces. What is this means in England? What is this means? This word, what is this means? In America, you say it fuck. In England, you say it fuck. But the other way, fuck. Fuck. America, you say it fuck. Get it, women? This I was taught by throughout incarnations. Where? Who? You? Get it? Like I say, for folk's sake. Women? This is how they say it in UK. For folk's sake. This is what I want to say to this woman who's been making fun of me for the past few days. But I was I was refraining myself because I don't want to let the sun go down while I was judging. Because last night I was judging while going out in while they were putting all the stage in the realm. I was going around with Dada, seeing what we can do to do some things there. But there's it's life in there. It's life, It's life means the place in Malta in Zabara is a place for people that has been seeking God, which is physically they knew, they receive, but they are not working. Like it's out of work. I say out of work. So The reason of why we are going out last night, because we wanted to see things. We wanted to see things. And then, so this afternoon, we just started it, which is I'm standing right now on the highest top tabernacle where they were sitting on the, it's like in my altar. I'm on my altar, and then my brothers are sitting, are standing, I would say. This is only I can tell you. Like in the altar, women, like in the altar in church, in your dilahara. I am church. Where is the tabernacle where they put the ostias? That is where I'm sitting. That is where I am sitting, far above anything. Which is the wrong thing they're doing in the world is to hang my cross on the top of my tabernacle. That is the very, very wrong thing they're doing in Catholics. They should they should not hang anything on the top of my tabernacle where they place my ostias. This is why in some places I'm put somewhere else, but in the real I'm put into the middle, right in the middle of the altar, which light, and the symbol of the light, which is round, like the sun, round, like we'll say the round light, the round light. I'm like that in the middle of that, you know. When they were standing in front of me, they're just some souls just don't feel nothing, as in they're just dead, as in dead, see nothing, really nothing, women. This is what you are in your spirits as well, in your in that what you are in your body. You are like this too in your soul. It's nothing to you what's happening. It's like you have no idea. It's like you are just a paper that didn't. You are unconscious, but I would say you are unconscious. I would just say you're just dead. This is what I'm seeing right now in the souls of Malta. Which is you see my profile image. It is round. I am in the middle of that, which is I'm standing with my four angels. Standing with my four angels. The time when I was lady, they were the angels who loves me. Who loves me. My angel Michael, angel Gabol, angel Camel, angel Rap. So this is why I said women, because women right now, this is our things, while the one who can destroy both body and flesh will come in flesh. Will come in flesh, where I will be standing as with flesh as well, which is seen by the world, covered. I'll just say covered. So we have found, before we have started, we found who are these women that been making fun of me for the past few days. Like this woman, the other, these women that I've been tagging in here, this been making fun of me. Who calls themselves my brother, Dilahara. They are just that. They are those women in the time of my Jesus Christ. They are those who are been mocking me, that when I was on the stage before Herod washes his hands in the silver plates, which is you call I would just sip silver plates with water of alcohol. Alcohol. He washes his hands and says, "Whatever you do, it's nothing to do with me." So the Pharisees did what they want to do because of their wicked, because of the greed, because of their greed, that they don't want anyone to be on the throne. Because every time I preach the word of God, then every time I carried out the word, what's gonna happen? The Molhari ko so hulay kito hulay kra hulay or halay ino nata bodara na. They just carry on doing what they're doing, greed, because of their jealousy that I might overtake everything they have, which is it was all about literally the donations, it was literally about the donations that they are receiving, because all those times of our Jesus, Adonai, Zion, because when she come down, she stays, which is she was behind my male, like the other women was only behind men, because this is the true spirits, thus they don't stuck inside of men. We are the one who are driving it, so when they are those the Pharisees carry on to what they were doing, because of that jealousy, that I might overtake their donations, all that, etc., etc. Because those times we were starting already to gain followers. People give us for food. Literally, we're doing it that way. So giving us food, we do not accept bribe. We do not accept bribe. Just as now, I do not. When I receive something, I give it right away to what is should have been, what is supposed to be. So then these females here that been mocking me in the past few days, this is the people that are those who throw stone at me. They were the one who's been because there were, those times my hand were cupped in the rope, very thick rope, which is in my wrist. It was really really very thick, like an inch, 3 inches, 3 inches wide and very long, because I was also tied up into a tree, like a time of my I'll stake, actually like a dog, actually like a dog. So they throw stones at me, big stones, and they kept saying that if you are truly the sons of God, then save yourselves. And then others said, if you are truly the God or sons of God, then escape from this, like this. Literally, it was literally the same like on Hadune, which is in your world you call it Houdini. When I escape from the chains, when I had magic, let's say magic, the chains, It is the same what they did to me in those times, handcuffed and then plant into the tree. You could really really ridiculous. It just animals, they were the animals that treated me like an animal, so we did that. We found out what these females are doing. It was them, this who call herself my daughter. She's not my daughter. She's not even to my beloved. She don't know me, because if she know me, she wouldn't make fun of me. She would feel me through her heart. These females that been, they are calling themselves lights, but they cannot see the lights because they are, I would say, for folks' sake. They are folks' sake. So, women, I was teach this way through your own, which is to me it's nothing. Why? Because it's not in my heart, but it's in yours. It's not. It's like a stone in my hollows that covers, which is it won't. Because I become full of scars on my chest, women. I become full of scars. It's like full of stones. You know So everything they say to me, I could hear from anyone. They just goes back at them. Like a yin yang, I just cycle it and send it back at them. So they were these females are the one who've been doing this to me, have been mocking at me when I was on the stage at the time of my Jesus. They call the worldly called Jesus, like this. At that time, I would say Calvary. And the time of my Calvary, these are the females who's been throwing me as stones. So this is why in this end, they are the same who throws stones at me when they say, shut the fuck off. They say this to me. This is why last night I was really crying to my father, which is I did not eat for 20 hours in flesh. And then literally I have, because father was, I would say, I have not showed up to my father for many, many years, I have not showed up at them because I have changed my names. Because when I was a sales lady many years ago, I had a war of a demon in flesh and spirit. She shouted at me from very far, so I shouted her back, which is it becomes the curse into that building where I was working. And then after a few years I left in that building. The building was burnt on fires. This is why women, you cannot say anything to anyone. You cannot mock anyone you knew not. Because you are unbelievers. You said that you believe, but you are unbelievers. Because if you are truly a believer of me, you would connect to my God. You would connect to my God, which is a love. Lean not thine own understanding. That is what I said to you. Lean not thine own understanding, meaning to say, let your there's another way you say it, like your guts feel through your guts. Don't just judge anyone you knew not. Because long time ago, women, what we do is when we are new on earth, when people mocked us, like the yesterday when two stupid children was shouting and bawling outside my door while I was doing this. And then their parents was just listening and just laughing. So I went out, was so angry, which is the fulfillment of the fires that comes out from the two witnesses. Because I am two in one. I say to you, I am two in one. The spirit and the churches. The spirit and the churches. So yesterday I literally went out, and then I forgot to cover my head, which is good job is my hair was tied up on the top, and then so literally my fontanelle was covered, because that is where your lives is, on your fontanelle. So I was so angry and they were laughing at me. So last night I was really mad. I said that I tell them that I was sent, and I am I tell them that I am sent. I am the Holy Spirit, the Son of God, that came down from heaven, and then all I receive from you here in this place is mocking me, gossiping about me. You think I didn't know what you do when because when I just passed in the street without looking to anyone, they are gossiping me. They're gossiping me. They think I don't know them. Even one time when my gate was break, I knew who it was, which is just my neighbor, one of the left. When I'm standing on the door facing the outside, it was the left. This here. And then I knew who they were. I will just say this, and then I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I kept it. So last night I was really giving them the fire because it is painful. It was painful. So they are telling me Because they don't speak to me. They don't speak to me. None of them speak to me because I only come to who I want. Like I said, I don't get to pick, I pick. You know, I pick. I don't get to pick, I pick. You know, because I am the God on earth, not human. Meaning to say, I'm here speaking, I'm somewhere else. You know? So, these females is those who've been mocking at me at my crucifixion in the time of Bethlehem when they were throwing stones at me. So, this and they throwing stones at me, poison me, all this, you know. So, meaning to say, what they give me, what they murder me in the time of my Jesus, I was sinless. You know, I was sinless. So, it is the judgment from these times. In the time of Jesus, of who are those spirit that been mocking me and has been doing those to me, you know, because it was perseverance. Because I didn't want to be crucified. I don't want to be crucified women. I was sick. You know, I was sick. It was also many things happened into that time. And then it was perseverance and endurance on the cross, you know. So this is the why I am looking all at them in this end. Who are those spirits which is marked as beast, and who are those their granddaughters, you know, like this, their bloodlines. So literally, whoever who's done many things to me and to my apostles of those times, in that abode of mine and the abode of my apostles, right after we just born back, you know, like hell, death, hell, death, hell, death, because that is where we went, you know. These are those the people that being judged, you know, because like I said, in this end, they are still the same that mocking us. That is why the blood of my people, I could not, because it was I, you know. So these females are accused, are guilty. I say, accused me in this time of my Jesus and throw stones at me. So they will be in this end the death sentence. You know, that is the death sentence that they have decreed. You know, because I am the measurement of judgment and the Messiah. You know, so you got it, women? That the judgment is started from Jesus Christ. Reversal to my stake you called all. You know? Mulharek dun hunay Jisu ay hagurara hulay dut hunay da hadik dun hunay. Amen I am Jisu. Isua sun haratatek dun unara halarana. The goddess of perseverance, endurance, and love forever, I'll cry, like crucifixions on the cross, and shall never forget until I get the full revenge. For my people and I, throughout incarnations that been milking by these evil doers. On the steroids, they were the sun of the planet at tuluulay iktonara.